So we're very, very glad that you're here, John.
Absolutely.
And you're making some things. You talked about cauliflower being rather seasonal. I didn't realize there was a season for cauliflower. I thought it was just available all year round.
Yeah, obviously you can. This is one of those products, and today was agriculture. You can get a lot of things year round, but it really does hit its peak season in fall. So we like to highlight those things, especially as we like to pride ourselves in getting things locally. We're going to get some of the best product we can. I'm going to start out here with our black grouper, which we get from the Atlantic. It's a beautiful fish. And I'm just going to give it a quick season with salt and pepper. We're going to go ahead and put that right in our pan to sear.
And you just have a little bit of olive oil that you've added to the pan. Just a little bit, just to get it a nice golden crispiness.
To coat that a little bit, and we're going to finish it with butter, because of course.
Because of course, we're Jack Dusty. We can do that.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I'm going to have you start off with the cauliflower. You're going to hit it with a little bit of oil just to coat it, and then we have a little bit of seasoning, curry, salt, pepper. We also have some other spices in here, some cinnamon, some star anise, clove, and whatnot. We like to make our own spice at Jack Dusty. Obviously, you can get something from the store. Garam masala, I highly suggest. It's one of my favorites.
Ooh, and that's something you can get just anywhere?
You can now, yeah. Whole Foods, Fresh Market, even Publix has some great varieties of curry flour.
We've got some great places now where you can go and find these things that were really not available before, but now you can get them very readily, can't you?
Absolutely. So great. So, as you're mixing that, I'm going to go ahead and finish our beluga lentils. So we've sauteed these with a little bit of mirepoix, which is onions, carrots, and celery. Nice. A little bit of bacon, of course, and then we hit it with some chicken stock. Simmer that for about 15 minutes until they're nice and tender. We don't want to break them down too much because they look so beautiful. The reason they're called beluga is because they look like caviar, so you don't want to break them down too much. Right?
Oh, so it's not caviar. You're just fooling everybody with the eye. I think that's a fabulous plan.
Right. So, as you don't want to mess with the presentation too much of them, you'll just cook them till they're just al dente, and then we're going to go ahead and finish them with butter.
And you wanted me to put these in there?
Yes, so now that they're nice and seasoned, you can pop those in the oven. I have some ready here.
And how long do you want to cook that for?
These are about 15 minutes, 18 minutes in a 350-degree oven.
So they're just a little bit soft, not too soft, not mushy.
Not mushy, absolutely. You still want the tent to be to the bite, a little al dente for you. Okay.
Oh, and there's lots of butter in this dish.
Yes.
So if you thought you were going to go on a diet and do this, that is not happening. This is healthy. It's flavorful.
Yes.
And you can cut down certain ingredients if you needed to, if you're mindful of that
course.
sort of thing, right?
And really, this dish is fantastic. The beluga lentils with just the vegetables and a little chicken stock is really beautiful.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good. If you could just be standing here, you would know exactly what I'm saying. It's just wonderful.
So just as a risotto, you would slightly toss in the butter and fold it in until it's melted, and there's a bit of a sheen to the beluga lentils. And then we have our lovely roasted cauliflower. We have our fish searing here. I'm going to go ahead and flip that now. I of course have one ready for you. Okay.
Oh, how nice! And how long would you cook fish like this? Is that with that kind of thickness? What is your
well, again, it is depending on the thickness, but typically it's about 5 to 7 minutes for a fish like this.
It doesn't take long, then, does it?
Absolutely, no, not at all. And so we're finishing this with a little bit of butter.
Yes.
And we're going to brown this.
I like his little bit.
We're going to brown this a little bit so it creates a sweetness. The milk solids in the butter, when it separates, the milk solids will kind of caramelize.
Yeah.
And you just want it just slightly golden brown, and that's going to give the dish a little bit of sweetness. So we're going to do that, and as we do that, we're going to just nappe the fish, which means, you know, to coat the fish.
15 seconds.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
did you want to show something? I know you had something in the
yes. So we have the lentils here.
Yes.
And then we have our cauliflower here.
You know, we're having to go and do this so quickly.
And then we have our grouper here.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Magical.
Yes.
And that's garnished with a little cilantro.
Oh, that's...
So please enjoy.
Isn't that gorgeous? That is gorgeous. And that you can serve for dinner tonight if you choose to. We, of course, do have this recipe on our website. You can always go there and look at the dining dish and find out exactly how to make this. We gave you a sample. Didn't take too long. This is something you could do tonight.
Not a bit.
Thank you so much, John.
Thank you, absolutely.
Thank you, and we'll be right back.
All righty.